Welcome to the series You Are Loved. My goal is to share incredible stories in the hopes of encouraging you to keep going no matter how hard it may seem, and to show you how loved you are by your Heavenly Father. You are about to hear Peyton's story. Even though his mom passed away from extensive drug use, Peyton still felt the need to be high 24/7. He ended up overdosing 5 times and actually died twice. He was depressed and felt all alone. It was the realization that Jesus came to call not the righteous but the sinners that made him realize there was hope for his life. Watch to see his incredible transformation in only 3 months.
So, tell me about yourself.
Well, I'm Peyton, and I'm from Rogers, Tennessee, and I'm 22 years old.
Okay. Tell me about your life, your old life.
Well, I was actually living in a really dark place. I felt like I needed to be high 24/7, really, and it started whenever I was in high school. I was about 16 years old, 15, 16, and I started smoking weed and drinking and popping Xanax pills and stuff like that with my friends just to feel cool and all that. I did that for a couple years, and then whenever I was 18, they all kind of stopped doing all that stuff. So I got depressed because they wouldn't talk to me or nothing no more. They thought like that's kind of better than me and stuff, but I understand they was just trying not to fall back into it and stuff like that. But I felt like they just left me all alone there, you know what I mean? And I was just like getting high in my room by myself like all the time. And I started going from drinking and smoking weed to started with Opana 40s, one of the strongest pain pills out there. And then I switched to heroin and fentanyl, and I actually OD'd 5 times within that, and I died twice.
Wow.
So I know God has something for me, you know what I mean? My mom, she kept getting fluid on her and stuff from long-term drug abuse and all that stuff, and she ended up dying about 2.5 years ago. I was on my way we had a falling out, and I was on my way to go make up with her and stuff, and I got the phone call she was dead. And that really made me change my mind about opioids and stuff, you know. So I went to the Suboxone clinic and thought I was gonna get off of it that way, but instead it just got me addicted to something else. And then I was on that until I came to true purpose. I finally found joy and happiness that I didn't think I could have without the drugs, you know. Like I wake up in the morning and I ain't constantly just looking for a drug just to smile, you know what I mean? Like we joke around and cut up stuff that like I didn't think I could find again ever since I got into addiction and stuff.
How long have you been at True Purpose?
About 3.5 months now.
Wow. So you've come a long way in a short time, haven't you? Wow.
I can actually look in the mirror and kind of be happy of who I'm becoming, you know, because like I'm wanting to go into barber school and be a barber.
Okay.
And I'm going to pursue that, and they're helping me with it too.
So you have hope.
Yeah.
Yeah, hope for your future. Yeah, that's what God wants, right? Did you know the Lord at all growing up, or were you introduced to the Bible and Christianity at True Purpose?
I was adopted at a young age, and they took me to church and stuff, but like it was kind of like not a judgment religion, but it was just like I just felt different, you know what I mean? And like that's why I like Rio, because like I feel like I fit in, even though I was an ex-drug addict, you know what I mean? Like they're trying to help those people, and that's what we should do, because like my heart strives to help those people that's still out there in addiction, and all the people that used to know me, because if they see me now, they'd be like, he's brainwashed or something, you know what I mean? Because I'm a completely different person. Like I just always happy and stuff, and like I used to wasn't like that. I was just always depressed and stuff, and now I'm finally finding joy and stuff I didn't think I could find joy in.
Wow. So that's awesome. So that's the big difference. You have joy and love and peace in your life now.
Yeah.
That's awesome. And I love that it's only been 3.5 months. So most of the people that we talk to it's been years. That's really awesome. Love. You said you were in an adopted family. You had a family. You had friends. What does your picture of love look like in the past, and then now that you have experienced a different type of love, what does it look like to you today?
Well, love to me is really the way I love the Lord is like I'm constantly trying to get closer to him and find out more things about him and help other people, like, and let him like lead me to help those other people, because I can't do it on my own. You know, he's the only one that can do it. It's completely different than what I used to think love was. I used to think love was just like on a strict set of rules, you know what I mean? And now, like, I know that love is like endless, like the ways that you can show love with just giving and just being happy, and sometimes just smiling with somebody you're asking how their day was, showing love, you know?
What advice would you have for someone who is stuck in addiction and they feel like there's no hope?
Well, the advice I would have for them is don't give up the hope, because like before I come into true purpose and stuff, like I was to the point like I didn't care like if I died from doing too much drugs, because I just really felt alone the whole time, but I knew I wasn't doing something right, and that was God working on me, you know? If I can do it, anybody can do it, because I was like as far out there as it gets, I feel like, you know? And people that know me back in the day would say the same thing. So if I can do it, anybody can do it, really.
It's good, because it's really Jesus that does it in us,
Yeah.
right? And that's awesome that you discovered that. So I heard through the grapevine a few minutes ago that you're a writer, a songwriter. Tell me about that.
Well, I used to make secular music and stuff, but I'm trying to switch over now slowly into like Christian music and stuff, because I want to tell about like what God's done in my life, like the past of how it was to now, you know? And like, I know it'll help a lot of people, really.
Yeah, I think your story is going to help a lot of people. That's really awesome.
My favorite verse that comes to mind is Mark 2:17. It's he didn't come to heal the righteous, he came to heal the sick. He's looking for the people that's low and homeless and drug addicts and people that's in jail and just people that's living in total misery. That's the ones he's looking for, you know?
And they know what they've been delivered from, right? And it gives them this beautiful thankfulness that someone that hadn't ever been that low wouldn't understand.
Yeah.
I love that. I love how much you've learned and grown in the few months that you've been in the program. And
Yeah, I just can't believe I came from what I was to now, you know what I mean, that quick too. Because I've really like pressed in and tried to accept and just follow Jesus as much as I can, you know, because the more you try to follow him, the better things go, like quicker, you know, like you just gotta truly have faith in him and stuff. Like now people stop the judging like used to, like back in the day. I feel like people judge more about people that was drug addicts and stuff like that, like CRs at church and stuff like that. Like that's helping a lot of people because it's making them feel welcomed into church, you know. Yeah, that's like a big thing. Like I think every town should have something like that, you know.
I'll be honest, a year ago I was more judgmental than I am today. And I never thought I was judgmental, but the more the Lord shows me these amazing stories of his precious sons and daughters that he loves so deeply, and how the extents he'll go, how far he'll go to bring them into a relationship with him, has just changed my heart in just such an amazing way.
It don't matter how low you are or how high you are, we're all equal to him, and I love that.
That's right. Awesome. Well, Peyton, thank you so much for sharing your story and opening up, and I really believe it's going to touch a lot of people. So thank you.
Okay.
Thank you so much for watching. Isn't it amazing that Peyton is so transformed that he wants to write songs that tell everyone what God did in his life? It's just awesome. Join us next week for another incredible story. Be sure to subscribe or follow so that you never miss an episode. Also, definitely check out True Purpose Ministries. This is a fantastic organization that helps men and women lead lives of lasting sobriety in order to fulfill their God-given purpose. Most importantly, I pray that you know that no matter how far you have run from God, it is never too late. There is always hope because you are loved.